All right, so I've brought with me two sort of practical high heels, meaning that there's probably 2 inches. And I want to put the high heels in the context of standing. There are a lot of myths that heels make you slouch less and improve your posture, but I think that's a little dubious. So, first things first, you can notice that this lumbar sacral curve checks out and I want to slump. In order to compensate, I instead back bend, which is not really good. So I'm creating extra opening here, which makes me look taller and makes my chest look bigger, but that's not really the point. Then when we add the asymmetrical stance, it's really tough to balance because it turns out you're balancing on chopsticks. So what happens is if you bend your knees, it's like you're getting ready to fight someone and you choose one leg that you lean on and you choose the other. Not a great idea. If you turn out one, you are most likely going to lock the knee and lean on one side, and that's where the bowl comes back. We've got my left hip, which looks like your right hip lifting, or the sassy right hip. If we come back to the third position, same issue. When people stand in high heels, men and women, you generally lock your knees so that you have something stable. When you're not wearing heels, you don't have to lock your heel or your knees because your foot is on something stable and dependable. So when we factor in that, I'm either in the fighting stance or I'm locking my knees, flattening out my low back, and leaning onto one side, which is creating that pelvic asymmetry. Same thing when I turn out this way. This is actually the least comfortable for me personally because this inner side of my foot, the bunion zone as I like to call it, is being smushed. My knees get super pressure from the heels. And my hips aren't happy because this whole area is getting adaptively tight. So then, when you add an instrument, and this could be any instrument, this could be xylophone, this could be anything that's standing, flute, it gets worse. So heels, choose one leg. It's really hard to balance. Even if you take a very small step forward, you're probably going to be balancing back and forth, which is not great if you have an audition or a performance. If you turn it out, you've got the confused hips, and you lean, and it's not clear. Same thing in the third position. You're going to lean to the left. And then, of course, when we get back to our ballet fourth position, even if it's a little bit less extreme, I'm going to flatten out, squeeze my bum, and no matter how much shoulder opening and chest opening I do, I won't have the mobility in my chest and in my scapula that I have when my feet are flat. Just for fun, these are my favorite other sort of permutations of posture. There's the Charlie Chaplin. There's the mermaid. And then there's the step forward, look like a rock star. So wherever you are, high heels or not, start thinking about how you stand. I should take these off because I should take my own medicine. And see if you can stand better and be in less pain and discomfort. Thanks so much for watching and reading and following.